Hi everybody, I'm back for the new moon in Aquarius for February 1st, and today is February 1st. So last time I came to you with a reading, I said, you know, life's been happening. Well, it's consistently been happening. So yes, today is February 1st. It's the new moon. This is the morning. I'm gonna get this uploaded as quickly as I can. It will be out by tonight on my channel, and then I'll throw it up on my pages. The new moon is in Aquarius. That's a very healing sign, as we've talked about over and over. So if you've been having relationship troubles, and the relationship is worth hanging on to, you may find that this new moon helps you a little bit in your love life. It really is about getting serious about what you really want in your life. So getting serious about what relationships you want. You know, I don't know, anything. What kind of parent you want to be. What kind of friend you want to be. What kind of mate you want to be. What do you want to do for your career? What makes you happy? What are the things that bring you joy? Where do you want to live? All of these things, like really getting serious about your life and what it is that you want. And yeah, it's a new moon, so it's new beginnings. It brings us fresh opportunities and all of those wonderful things. Aquarius, also, you know, that's an air sign, so that's fast moving energy. So there's going to be a lot of energy with this new moon. As far as that goes, the Aquarius energy is also all about freedom, so personal freedoms, and it's a great way to kick off February. It's a great way to kick it off. So there you have it. We're coming out of our Mercury retrograde, so that will be good. We'll come out of that. I think it's on the 3rd of this month. Check. Check to make sure I'm right, but it's right around that area, around the 3rd. So let's go ahead and do a reading on the new moon energy. Let's just ask our guide, our guides, our spiritual team, our light beings, our creator, our source energy, our God, angels, all of our light beings, and all of our guides here guiding us that love us and have our greatest and highest intentions, greatest good for intentions. Let's ask them what they want to say to us right now so that we can glean some insight, receive some messages. All right. Well, that's interesting. Oh, interesting. Haha. All right, well, this is really interesting. Very interesting. So I always say that because they always are. They always are. I always love the information that comes forth, the insight that comes forth. So what's driving this reading is a higher arcana card, and that's strength. So we're strong. And they want us to know that we've been strong. We've been facing obstacles and challenges, and we are quite strong. We've looked into the mouth of the belly of the beast, right? And like, we're courageous. We're strong. So that's good. So that's what's driving us. But we're being represented right now by the devil, and the devil's a little tricky. That's a higher arcana card. So if we're being represented, if that's our archetype, right? Because this isn't coming up in a reading as, you know, this is what we're facing or whatever. This is kind of where we're at. So we're being represented by the devil, and right above us, we have a lot of higher arcana cards. Let me see if I can line that up. There we go. Right above us, we have the Hermit. So our energy right now is like, we're not really knowing what to believe. We are feeling like there's a lot of things that we're unclear of, and we're not sure. We're feeling very unsure. because this is like tricky energy. It's energy that says, look, this looks true, but it's not. And then above it, we've got the Hermit. And in this deck, the way I read the Hermit is, they're going a bit nuts. Hermited away, going a bit nuts with their thoughts. And so I think we're putting a little bit too much energy into trying to decipher things, right? And it's driving us a little bit nuts. So we benefit when that happens, when we're trying to decide, when we're all up in our head and we're going, I don't know if I want to be in this relationship. I don't know if I want to be in this job, or whatever it is that we're up in our head about, and we're unclear about the information. And one day we think it looks like this, and then the next day we think it looks like this. It's really time to step out of that energy and sort of go into our intuition and our feelings. And so right across from that, it says, that we've had all of these things that we're celebrating. So we've had some things that we're looking at in a positive light, in a very positive light. We're feeling good about some stuff, but we're feeling unclear about others. So really, what it's saying in between us is that we're not really listening to the feelings. So honestly, when we're feeling good about, we're thinking we're feeling good about some things, and we're confused about other things, and we're throwing out the feelings, our feelings, that's where we get our hits. That's where our intuitive hits come from. So we got to listen to our bodies. We've got to listen to our guts. We've got to listen to our intuition, because that's where we're going to find our answers. Feeling one way one day and one way the next, and going back and forth like that, and back like and forth, and allowing it to just sort of drive us into crazy is not really beneficial. In fact, it's kind of detrimental, right? So what we want to do is we want to start feeling our feelings and quit tossing them aside like they don't matter. So probably some of us have been saying we get a hit or whatever, or we get a feeling, but we ignore it because maybe people are telling us that we're not right about our feelings, or, our intuition isn't their intuition, so they think our intuition is wrong. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to people. Don't. Listen to yourself and your higher guidance and your intuition. Your information that you get that comes through to you is for you. So it may not align with somebody else. It doesn't need to, because this is about you and not anybody else, right? So that's interesting that we're being sort of wishy-washy right now about something. And with the Aquarius new moon, it really wants us to really take a good look at what it is that we're wanting in life and make some solid decisions and heal up that stuff that hasn't felt good, and sort of mend these things that have been holding us back, releasing things. This is a new moon, so it's opportunities and new beginnings. So let's get out of our heads and really start paying attention to our intuition. And don't listen to people. Don't listen to anybody. In fact, maybe don't talk about any of this with anyone. Just go within and really figure it out for yourself. And then once you've figured it out for yourself, if you want to share that with people, then that's fine. But don't let other people get in the way of what it is that you've got coming in for information. This is your life, not theirs, right? All right. So above our celebrations, though, we have the High Priestess. So we are taking the time to see those things that are worth celebrating. I know in my life, I've had a lot of challenges since late December. Life's been happening with me. And I am personally taking the time to really think about all of the things that I'm blessed for. And I have been tapping into a lot of my, I've been looking to spirit for a lot of guidance on a lot of the challenges that I'm facing. Because some of them I just don't know on my own. I haven't experienced some of these things before. So I don't have the experience. And that's basically what it's saying. It's saying keep looking to spirit, right? We're magical. The High Priestess is very, she holds a lot of power within herself, and they're asking us to look to that inner power and rejoice, right? Find our celebrations and find our blessings and really look for them, because we've got lots of reason to celebrate, it's saying. We have lots of reasons. So if you haven't seen the reasons for celebrations or gratitude or blessings, take a moment and really go within. Listen to things, you know, touch the intuition. Your intuition will always show you what you've got to be grateful for. It's the ego and the mind that keeps you in this stuck energy of, you know, not looking to the things that you're blessed for, but only staying focused on the things that might feel challenging or not good to us. And that's pretty much what the devil's doing. He's like focusing there and not really allowing a feeling to come in. The energy around us is saying, allow those feelings to come in, quit tossing them. The feelings are going to get you out of the headspace of feeling like unsure about things, people, places, decisions, you know, that constant back and forth, that tricky energy. So get out of the tricky energy and into the intuition. That will guide you. So above us it's saying, you know, we're the Empress, so we have the ability to make all of our dreams come true. The Empress has it going on. There's nothing she can't do. She knows it. And she just rolls with it. So that's what it's telling us. It's telling us that's who we are. So utilize that. It's saying, you know, the High Priestess has all of these gifts. Utilize your gifts. Really look to your gifts. Find your reasons to celebrate. Pay attention to your intuition. You're very strong. We've been very strong. There's been lots of challenges over the last, over the last couple of years at least, but everybody has a million challenges in their life. So depending on how old you are, you face some challenges. So we're really strong, incredibly strong. And they're saying just don't allow yourself to get into this space. Pull yourself out of this space of not really understanding or knowing. You don't need to understand or know up in your head. If you get in touch with your inner guidance and your feelings, that's where you're going to find your knowledge. Okay? So I think that's pretty good. There's a lot going on. It's winter for us, for me. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff that will keep us kind of guessing and jumping through hoops, not to mention what's going on outside in the world. And then, you know, I mean, then we've always got family dynamics and all of these things where if we're thinking too much, we're going to have a belief something is one way one day, and then we're going to feel like it's not the next. And it gets so that we don't really understand or know what it is that we're wanting or wanting to move into. So really got to pull ourselves out of that. This moon is saying, really get serious about what it is that you want. So this dynamic of back and forth and not knowing, and oh, I'm on cloud 9 one day, and I'm down on, you know, I'm down in the bottom of a hole the next. But I thought this was this, and now it's not that, even when there's no proof that there's that, or that it was this to begin with. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's really just this really tricky energy that we're playing with ourselves, and to get out of that, we've got to get into our intuition. And if you've been following me for these last couple of years, my guides have been encouraging everybody to really get into their intuition and get out of their heads and get into their hearts and use their heads for logic and use their heads for the things that it was given to you for. But really trust life and trust your intuition and trust your higher guidance and tap into those things. So that's where you're really going to find your truth. Honestly, that's where you're going to find your truth. And open your heart. You're going to feel happier, and yeah, it's just going to be just a better life that way, you know. Certainly much more fulfilling. These cards are getting so old and so worn that I'm going to have to flower them or something or get a new deck because they're pretty sticky. But let's see about 3 positive affirmations. Let's see. It's always nice to be told that you're strong, that you've looked down the mouth of the belly of the beast, and and you're courageous and you're strong and you've got what it takes. It's nice to be told that you're the Empress, that if you're in touch with that intuition and that higher guidance, you can make anything happen that you want. It's nice to be told that you're the High Priestess and that energy is working with you. Because there are many gifts, spiritual gifts that come with that High Priestess. A nice reminder that sometimes when things get tough, we toss away our feelings and we don't listen to them. They're saying, pull that in. That's really what we need to do. And they're reminding us that we've got lots of cause to celebrate. And I know a lot of times people get really depressed in the winter and things can be challenging. And yeah, it's just nice to be reminded that we do have things to be celebrating. So always look to those blessings, right? And don't be hermited, don't allow yourself to get into that hermit crazy mode where you're feeling, you're feeling alone and isolated and a little bit nuts. Isolated and alone with your thoughts that are being tricky and not really guiding you correctly because you're too up in your head. All right, so let's see what our 3 positive affirmations would be for this new moon in Aquarius energy that we have. All right. That goes nice with some of what we just got. All right, so the first thing is we got consultant expert. So whatever it is that we're up in our heads about, that we're playing back and forth, we're not sure of, for some of us, it could be that we need to consult an expert. So more information is needed. Contact somebody with expertise in this area. So, if you're back and forth on moving or selling your house or, whatever, consult an expert. If you're thinking about opening a new business or a new website or whatever it is that you're thinking of doing or that you're up in the head about not really knowing back and forth, consult an expert. Get some information. Talk to some people that already have done it or have been there or, whatever it is that you've got going on in your life, consult an expert. This is a general reading, so that can mean a lot of things for a lot of people. For me, a while back, I was telling you that I still haven't done it. Talk about procrastinating. That I really want to get a website up and running for my business. And I still haven't done it. And I know I need to consult an expert. Right? So there's a lot of different things that this could mean to a lot of different people. If you're thinking about putting a pool in, consult an expert. It can mean a lot of things. If your car's been troubling you and you can't figure it out, consult an expert. So as a general reading, this can mean a lot of things to whoever's out there listening, but that's always a pretty important card when it comes up. It's a good one for us to pay attention to. Okay? And then the next one that we have is Father Healing. So if you look at energies in the form of divine masculine and divine feminine, and we all have both within us, okay? And the goal is to have them well balanced so that we can really live a really nice, balanced life. But if you've got these 2 energies at play, right? When we're thinking of Father Healing, we can think of possibly our father, right? But you'd also want to think of any male energy, including your own, even if you're, including your own. No matter if you're a man or a woman, we still have both of those energies within us. So letting go of any pain, trauma, things that are keeping you stuck or holding you back, letting go of those things. And what I always do is I say, from this lifetime or any lifetime, whether conscious or subconscious, right? Whether it's within me consciously or if it's a subconscious thing. Letting go of that, release that energy. Heal that. And we're in the Aquarian age and we're having a new moon in Aquarius, which is very healing. So asking us to let go of that it's really good. the way the universe works, if we're holding energy towards the masculine energy that is pain or trauma or something that we're holding on to in that form, right? Sadness, betrayal, fear, could be any of those things. If we're holding on to that, we're not healed. So we need to heal that area so that we're allowing what the universe has to bring to us. So that masculine energy brings stuff to us. So if you're looking to increase your income or to increase your love life or to increase, I don't know, your sex life or anything being increased, that would be the masculine energy bringing that to you. So you want to heal that so that it can. Because if we have stuck energy there, those things may not be coming to us. Does that make sense? And then also, you know, we didn't get the card, but also always healing that mother energy as well. That stuck energy that we might be holding towards the feminine energy. Because that allows us to be able to receive. Does that make sense? So go ahead and do some healing, some releasing, some letting go tonight with the new moon. It's a great time to release and let go of those things that don't serve us. And they're highly recommending the father healing. Okay? Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. I always ask it to be absorbed into the white light and transmuted. Transmute that energy and transmute it into white light. So then the next card that we have is Tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. Now, one of the things that Tranquility asks us, if like you were to read the book on this card, it would say, you know, take a salt bath. Relax in a salt bath. Kind of do a cleansing. Cleanse. Salt is very cleansing, and it just takes everything and washes it down the drain when you're done. So take a salt bath. Do some meditating. Do something that will bring you into your center. This is a really good time to figure out what it is that we want, to center ourselves, to move forward, fresh start, look to our blessings. So be tranquil, do some meditating, take a bath, do whatever it is that makes you feel good. Do some new moon rituals, right? Release with that father healing. You know, do some lovely new moon rituals tonight, giving yourself some spiritual pampering, some physical pampering, some releasing, some healing, some letting go. It's a really good time for that. And then if there's whatever it is that you're back and forth, not really knowing, consult an expert. So that's good advice, you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful new moon. I hope that you have a great day and an awesome night, and that we have a really amazing February. I am so over winter. I'm ready. I'm ready for something better. For me, something better is something warmer. So even if I have to deal with snow, I just want some warmth. We've been in a deep freeze, and it's created a lot of challenges for me. So, and a lot of people. So anyways, you guys, enjoy. I hope that this resonated with you. Enjoy the new moon, and I will see you again for the full moon if I don't see you before that. All right, take care.